Hello, my friend, and welcome to the very first Simple Principles video. This week, to launch this new venture, I want to tell you a quick story. So, I've been helping a client, a small business owner, and he was telling me that he, this is now maybe the 23rd, 24th venture he'd started. And he told me the story of all the 21, 22 other failures he'd had. And so I asked him, I said, well, okay, so you told me what you think is the reason for the failure. So, for example, the market wasn't right, got priced out of the market, had to shut the shop because the rent was too high. Um, there was also it just, no one was ready for the product. And the email campaign he started didn't bring any money in. So he just stopped. And I said, okay, so what's really happening? What's the real reason? And so he repeated the same thing. I says, no, that's surface level stuff. What's behind that? What's your thinking behind that? Why do you really think that the business has failed and you've started again? Business has failed, started again, business has failed, started again. And he started to come around to the idea of it's me. I said, okay, so what's your thinking behind that? And he said, well, every business I've started, every venture I've started, I have been waiting for it to fail. Okay. So I said, well, think back to when you started, right at the beginning. Before your very first venture, did you think that was going to fail? No. I had an idea. I knew how to do it. And I was absolutely in the game. My skin was in there. And I was ready to make a success. I said, okay. So what did you do when you started your second one? And my client said, I still believed. There was that niggling doubt of failure from the past, but I absolutely believed and told myself and swore I wouldn't make the same mistake. I said, okay. And what happened after your fifth one? He said, well, every time I started a business, I wanted it to work, but then I was waiting for it to fail. Even though I said, even though you had the money, even though you knew you had a business plan and you knew what was going on and you had the backing and you knew the market was there, he went, yeah, I was waiting for it to fail. He said, okay. So where are you now? He says, well, I'm thinking of starting a new venture. I said, okay. I said, so what if we could wipe the slate clean for you? So you went into this venture without any baggage, without any preconception, without any thoughts about failure. Now, it's no guarantee it's going to be a success, but it certainly doesn't help thinking before you've started it, it's going to fail. And I went, well, yeah, okay. So I said this to him. I said, well, all that's happened is after every venture, your 20th, your 21st, 22nd, what's happening is you're going into the next one carrying all your previous failures in your head. And you're playing it back as a movie. What if this doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? What if I have this same issue? And the fact that that particular business venture hadn't worked, you then start thinking, oh, right, yeah, this is going to fail, isn't it? Because it didn't work last time. Well, no. You remember those financial adverts you see where it says your money can go down as well as up, or your current your current results are no indication of future results, that kind of thing. Well, that's the same thing with starting a business, with doing anything. And it's the opposite. Your past has no impact on what you're going to do next unless you let it. And I left that with him for a few minutes whilst that one sank in. And his whole demeanor, his whole face changed when I could see that penny dropped. And I left him with this thought. Failure requires you to believe in it in order to exist. Let me know if this has been useful to you. I will continue doing a weekly video. As I said, still toying with the idea of doing it twice weekly. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think, do you want twice a week? If so, what do you want me to cover? What topics? More than happy to cover anything. Just drop me an email or a private message. And if you haven't done so already, if you want to be on my email list, that launched last week very, very successfully. People are opening the emails. Yes. And it's a lot more in depth in the emails with what I'm covering here with you now, because I'm trying to keep these nice and short, bite-sized, kind of 5-6 minutes, which we're already at, what, 7 minutes? Okay, that's blown out the window. But yeah, please let me know. Is this idea any good for you? Is it something you can pass on to other people? Do you think it's useful? If so, let me know. Until next time. Finding simplicity is sometimes just about reaching out. Have a good week. Bye for now.